One, two, three. Testing one, two, three. Hey, you will make it TV followers, viewers, supporters, and listeners. Thank you for clicking on another live segment right here with You Will Make It TV, where we share inspirational quotes, messages, and insightful topics weekly. Thank you for your support. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the topic because it's a holiday weekend for us all, and I don't want to pretty much stay up too late tonight. I know we're all busy, but happy Labor Day to you all out there. From the You Will Make It family to yours. Um, yeah, like I was saying, without further ado, I just want to go ahead and get into another inspirational topic, insightful topic. Um, just like everybody else, I scroll through these different news stories. I think some of us, we scroll through them more frequent than others, but it was one that caught my attention. It definitely tugged at my heart. It's a few of them, actually, from the young lady who actually took her life on or around her birthday or right after celebrating her birthday. And then another story out of Detroit. And it's just like every time I turn around lately, it's just another devastation. And we're not talking like weather or other crisis, just straight up like violence. And it's just sad, bro. Like, and then it's, of course, young people. Almost like the way it's mediatized, you would just think, oh, the young people still out here wilding. They're getting each other jumped. They're fighting in the streets. But when will we? At one point, what point will? It's like, since when did young people just use their whole lifetime of youth to beef with other people? Like, it's unheard of. But now with social media out here, it's like the beef is not only undeniable, it's almost probably seeming unavoidable to some of our young. So I just thought I would come here and talk about it. But it is undeniable, man. Like, we want to keep our young people in the most uplifted prayers as possible today, because it's just undeniable. They're like under this weird attack. Like, people want them to just crash out and I don't know, take each other out. I'm not gonna say people. It's definitely the enemy. It's the devil, because you got to watch how you word what you're trying to say. But I definitely see that's what I'm here to do tonight. Just give my commentary, reaction, opinion, and perception on these matters, on stories just like these, because they are needed in each and every walk of life. Experience and background can show us, you know what I'm saying, where people be coming from. So I'm gonna start about the 22-year-old. It's just very sad, man, because I actually kind of watched a clip of her kind of, celebrating herself on her birthday right there on camera. It was beautiful. She was beautiful. And I say rest in peace, Angel, because it's crazy. It's crazy how I could just like feel her. I never met the girl. I never met her family. I don't have to know her, but empaths, that's what we kind of do. We like easily feel people, even if I don't say nothing at all. It's crazy, but I want to speak on it more. How even when our young people are silent or discreet or really don't, if that alone is a sign, when people become more withdrawn. I know I'm not the first one to speak on it, but just keeping these topics as right trendy as all these other topics are. You know what I mean? Since when is a person being more withdrawn and quiet and more off to themselves not a sign of depression? Sometimes it could just be that a person is more comfortable in isolation, or that they're more comfortable off to themselves. What do they call them? Introverts, or what else? Creative word, antisocial, right? And I do still think those ways to describe people are still legit, but it's not everybody's story. You know what I mean? people now just look at, oh, a person withdrawal, oh, they isolated, they all alone, let's see what more we can do to a person. It's so stupid. But these are the minds of, I'm gonna say, of weak-minded people, because like God knows what that young lady was already feeling, because by 22, you got a mind of your own, you have feelings of your own, nobody can talk you pretty much out your feelings at that age. Like, they can try to guide you in life, but in your 20s you pretty much grown, like you're trying to find life out for yourself. And it's just sad because I didn't know that part of the story. She even left like a letter for her siblings, and that's the part that like really tugged at me. Like, oh my God. Um, because some people, I don't know, they probably don't even think about it. Like, who all gonna miss them, or who is gonna hurt if they're no longer here, if they just completely move themselves from the picture. So I feel like some of these stories, what I'm trying to say in a nutshell, is a whole warning, like a whole siren sound. When I say warning and people say warning from who, I say God. How much more do our kids have to cry out to us? Whether it's from the internet, whether it's in person, like how much more, you know, to where till people stop, like, oh, they just got a behavior problem. Oh, they just, oh yeah. After they have already taken their lives, then it's like, oh, that person was being bullied. Oh, well, what was that person going through? Why can't we just listen to people when they're alive and they're trying to tell you something? I just want her family to know, and her surviving loved ones to know, like, it's people out here that feel that with them, like me. Like, it's just feel that, you know, especially when it's sudden like that. And that's the thing about when people are feeling that way. Most times it is sudden. They don't just give you a warning or always show warning signs. You got that side of people, like I just said, there are signs sometimes when a person is more withdrawn or silent, or just signs, you know what I mean, that they're going through something. Other times they show no signs at all. They smiling every day. They're carrying on. Is like you wouldn't think anything is going on. Those are the saddest stories, where you like, I just saw that person and they was smiling and they was glowing and they just had got a new job. And that's why I didn't like that society started trying to normalize only one definition of success. Oh yeah, well, this is success. You got a job. You get paid this much. You have these assets, and this makes you success. But see, those people that fall through the cracks, just probably trying to obtain success or walk up those stair steps. To me, these are more the people falling victim for some reason. Just look at 2025 alone. Whether it's them taking their own life or somebody else doing it. These ain't even people that fully even got the chance to get in the door and see what they want to do in life. That should bother people. That our young people feel this failed. Failed. And just to remind people, no. Young people don't just feel failed by their parents or loved ones. Are people crazy? Don't you know that our kids entertain more than just who they are raised around at home? And that's every kid. I saw another story yesterday of a young girl, grandmother they arrested because she was only 11, dude, and she like delivered a whole baby, I think it said, at home. And the poor lady, I don't know her story, but my heart goes out to the child too. But it was like, I said the poor lady because she was trying to say she had no idea. And she, I'm not here to judge, but I'm just thinking out loud. She was like, I didn't even know, or I didn't know she had a baby at home. All I know is she did probably end up apprehended, and I think they was just questioning her at first, but I think the last update I saw, see, because sometimes the grandparents have custody of these babies. Period. Check on if you know an elderly, because I know a one or two in life that they were the ones that were raising a young person. These grandmothers and grandfathers and great uncles and aunts, it's not always the young generation that's influencing a young person. Now what do they have to say? Because now you have kids that still fall victim to crazy effing crimes, and their guardians were elderly people. And to me, that's still a vulnerable situation, or that's one of those, I guess, type of families that's preyed on because they know, or the kids that are being raised by elderly people, which I love the elderly out there. And shout out to any older, you know what I'm saying, person that has stepped into a young person's life, whether it was your grandchild or whoever, because people forget, like, hey, we forget about them on Mother's Day, on Father's Days, on, it's elderly people too that step in when it comes to custody matters, and try to help these kids to have a more healthy life, healthy environment. And that story there really pissed me off because I'm like, I wasn't mad at the grandma or the people that were trying to, well, not the grandma, but I don't know what the situation was. Even the neighbor was on the news saying, I knew something wasn't right or something they was saying. But it's just like, was anybody checking on that older lady? Like, you see her raising a whole 11-year-old, and, before a kid is 11, they 10, they 9, they 8. It's easy for any one of us to record, quote unquote, oh, I heard screaming next door. I heard thumps. I heard this. But it was always left to quote unquote investigators to get deeper into what a family, maybe like CPS investigators or people that's more specialized with children, to try to see like what's deeper going on, and like, how does something get that far? It's weird. How does something get that far? Like, the baby have a whole baby at home, and that's when investigators step in. That's when CPS got questioned. It just kind of looked like, huh? Why do these cases get so severe and bad and far before anybody comes in and question or ask questions to see what happened? It's crazy. Because that means if an 11-year-old have a baby like that, it means like that baby is just coming to the world, and what type of crisis, and then the young girl would have to go through therapies and different things to just understand that she just had a baby at 11. I'm tired of people trying to bring back the old whatever they trying to describe to normalize young babies as young as 11 and 12 getting pregnant. I'm sick of hearing it. How many more generations? That's You Will Make It TV's question on tonight. How many more generations? Because I know in my personal life, I'm trying to stop curses and cycles like that from continuing. And I say that personally and wholeheartedly because I myself am a woman and I'm raising young women. And it's just sad that these are the main targets. But when you were speaking on it before, people like, oh, she ain't talking about nothing. Women ain't being targeted. It's sad. Yes, they are, and especially single ones raising children. That's why I ain't gonna lie. I'm a forever be busy. What you mean? I'd rather be busy with the kids or helping the girls or, what's leisure today for a single mother? What is that really? They be like, oh, as mothers, you gotta still take care of yourself and have some fun and don't forget about you. Just to let people know, yeah, you kind of do. You have to forget about you to protect our kids from the shit that's out here today. Like, literally, openly out here. We don't have time for leisure and mom date nights, mom nights, spa nights. The moms that do more respect to you, more hats off to you. I'm talking about the single moms now, because they are the most targeted. It's like, why would I be focused on that? They like, girl, go get your hair done, your nails done, and go focus on you. No, you can never get me in that mindset with the stories that's on the news today of the things happening to the babies that come from single parent homes. I could care less about some single parent leisure. My leisure is knowing that they're okay. At least having a sense that they're okay, or that some grown up is around that cares if they're not, that they can talk to. It's like they stick the same narrative on it. Like, oh, well, this is the household they came from. And then, whoop, we got another kid. There's no way you don't know about a baby getting pregnant like that. The young girl was only 11. But I'm talking about two different stories. Let me stay on topic. I was just saying, All in the matter of this weekend, these type of stories in the past week. And they're, you know what they all have in common? They're all young people, under 25 and under. Just like the young lady in Detroit. You know, that's unfortunate. A bunch of group of girls get together fighting. You trying to jump in the fight and stop some girls or some women from jumping on your mom, and you get shot. That's what happened to a young lady in Detroit recently. My heart goes out to every one of those stories. It's stupid. It's the very things you live for today to actually speak on and actually live by example about. Anybody can bait you into a fight, an argument. It's so easy too. The way people are on edge today, they can think about something from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, and just decide, hey, I want to go come after a person. And social media don't make it no better. You know what I mean? People actually encourage this behavior, then be getting behind the scenes talking about how unfortunate it is when something sad happened. And I just can't be with that. It's just like fake to me. It's really fake to still say, we're CPS, we're the feds and all this. No, y'all are villages. It's about 10,000 people in each and every community you look around today. That's a whole lot of people before even police and different people get involved. But people say they care about kids, boy. So some of these, I ain't talking about the news stories. It's just the people that get out here talking about they're giving TikTok reactions and stuff. Oh, this is so sad. But I bet you it's a young lady they talking about right now. And how she can do better on her own. She can do better. They're not looking to applaud how much she's doing on her own already. They're just saying how she can do better. And I mean, she's on her own now. It's like this major war of people trying to prove, well, a single woman can't do much. Look at all these kids falling victim to sex crimes and violent crimes and fights and shootings. And I'm calling it out, and we're gonna blame single parents. Last time I checked, single parents are just that. They're single. And anybody they come across or entertain can see that. Even if they don't know them, a stranger can see that when a single parent is out here as a single parent. There's nothing to be hidden about that. Like I said, most communities, districts, counties have at least 10,000 people. What is this? 10,000 people that are all minding their business, turning the other cheek, just turning, making sure, pretending they don't see what's going on out here. And that's why my heart go out to the young 22-year-old. It's like, I'll never say that, oh, I understand why somebody committed suicide. I never thought I would say that. But it is. It's crazy out here. And then you expect young people to just function in these crazy times without feeling anything. It's crazy. You know, just giving my reaction and commentary on tonight. Happy Labor Day from You Will Make It TV. Baby Shark, what are you watching? Pretty much. This is crazy. I'm like so concerned for any country though. They have young people. That's the humanitarian in me. And it just make you think of all the different geographical territories and what all the kids have been going through, and then like, what's up with America cutting more funding to kids that actually used to help kids? It's crazy. Like, why go slash funding in those areas first? They was like top priority. Let's cut a little bit of school budgets. Let's cut a little bit of after school programs. Let's cut a little bit of the daycares. Oh yeah, let's cut. I mean, anything that have to do with kids, they're cutting the funding. And I'm like, am I really living amidst this right now? I wouldn't say that I'm complaining about it, because like I said, I think about all the other geographical territories of the world outside of America that probably has never had access to some of the programs and stuff we had for our youth here in America when it comes to the workforce, the education system, just extracurricular activities. And it gets really hard. I know it's tough to have this stuff, and then when you have the stuff and the funding is there, you got adults doing inappropriate things that make parents feel like, oh no, are my kids even safe in these extracurricular activities, right? Like after school programs and daycares, and it's just crazy. Like that we have to be forced to think about it all at the same time. Somebody else's opinions was like, well, People should. They're mad because now they have to watch their own kids more. We'll see. We'll see how legit that comment is. We'll see. Give it 2 more years, cause 2025 is already looking a certain type of way. You're saying that it's because parents ain't used to watching their kids. That's weird. What parent ever been able to watch their kids at work at the same time? Unless you got some type of a home cam, okay? Home cam. I was telling my kids the other day, there's some parents out there like that. They go to work and their friends' kids can come over and leave and come over and leave. I mean, some parent, every household is different. They don't mind. Me, it's like, no, nobody needs to be over. Nobody needs to be coming in and out the door when I'm gone. Because look at the times today. And people would think you being funny towards them. Like, well, why I can't come to your house just because your mama at work? What you mean? Mine have been taught against it. Or why I can't come to your house because your mama ain't there? Mine have actually been taught against it. So we can see that there's some type of demonic presence influences out there that are really, really working hard to side cut parents and slither in like snakes to people kids, right? Look at that story in Detroit. A group of teens and jump on one teen and then she lose her life. Like, what kind of stuff? And how many more stories? So yes, we have to, like I said, my theory is phones and all that, because I did another segment on it, like the companies who sell these devices, they really don't care. Anybody can come buy one. But I really feel like that should change, and there should be like an age restriction. Like when people come to a device store to buy one, they should be asked, who is the device for? Period. Like, that's how crazy times are getting. Who is it for? Is it for a 13 or under? Oh, no, we can't sell it to you. Straight like that. It would make it a little harder for the perps, wouldn't it? The creepy perps. I mean, and even then, if you ban them from, and shout out to all the school districts across the nation that have already begun to ban. They probably can't ban them at the phone stores, the age restrictions, but they have banned them at the schools. Because, y'all didn't see that story? This one man came and checked out a girl out of school, and he wasn't even her daddy. He wasn't even her uncle or nothing. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to remember what state I saw that in, because to me, it doesn't matter where it happened. Look at it. And how many other times has it happened? They say this grown guy came and checked out. I think this girl was a high schooler, though, but it's still crazy. And checked her out, and all the comments was just like, I told y'all, it's like weird here in America. Everybody first thought was, oh, she's been doing that. She must have been doing that. Really? You don't want to look at the dangers that perps are coming to the school and can check your kid out? And that ain't even a day just because your daughter is out here being sexually active? Okay, that doesn't make the kid right, but I don't think you should be more trying to put the light on the kid. You should be trying to put it on that. Because how the hell does a grown person come in there and check somebody else's kid out and the parent didn't know shit about it? And you just think it's supposed to be, well, that young teenager girl, she must have been a fiery one. She must have already been doing that. Well, even if she was caught. Just so y'all know the update. She was caught, he was caught. Why would that be your ending quote? Like, oh, well, she's been doing it. You see how people think? It's always the young lady, children that ain't even 18 fault. It's always their fault, huh? These are real topics that need to be had. Like, real discussions that need to be normalized, because it's crazy. Nobody ever listened to me till the shit get worse. I promise. I ain't talking about me as a audio host or author. I just mean me in general. Like, my thoughts, my opinions, what I be seeing from afar. That's not okay for people to just be able to walk into school and check out your teenager because your teenager says it's okay. I mean, these grown people is way out of line, bro. They're way out of line, bro. Last update I saw on that one, though, that's still probably under investigation. And it's just crazy how the school might very well be in trouble, because it's like, how did you let a young, one of your students, I mean, because I'm not saying, that's why I said I'm not judging a young lady. People want to pretend that this is new. Young teenagers, what do y'all think they do on lunch hour? I'm not saying all of them, but they just have way more freedom and space. They always have. Teenagers. And on lunch, I think after 10th grade, on lunch period, they're able to go. You know what I'm saying? They're able to go with their friends or leave for the lunch period. It's kind of like getting them ready for the world, because when you have a job, they do let you go on lunch break. I mean, it's actually required for you to have a lunch break. So yeah, they get these in high school too. And if y'all think all the kids just be sitting in the cafeteria like it's still middle school and elementary, you're wrong. Kids be leaving campus. Some of them skip. We know this. But this is a whole different crazy thing. Like, they say the man came and checked her out at the office. They getting bolder, y'all. Bolder and colder. I would say that's bold if you know you're not that child parent, but you just gonna come up there and check them out of school. That's why I say I could care less what state it happened in or what school district it was. One time is too many. Like I said, that's different if they because they actually give them permission to leave on the lunch break. Like, they can go on lunch. We're talking high school. That's the age that young lady was, high school. Not this 22-year-old, the story I'm talking about. I'm just like, all of these stories in 1 week. That's why it make you wonder, like, is them not having, I don't think anything happened to her, but thank God they caught that was going on. Because, one thing about these perps, when one get away with something that long, why they talking about it's the young kids out here being sexually active? Like, bro, sex is all over the cartoons. Let's be honest. The cartoons, every TV commercial you watch have sex in it. Everything have sex in it. You steady talking about the kids are overly sexually active, bro. Like, it's all around them when you're talking about America. And then, like I said, when one perp get off for too long, for that long, they ain't doing nothing on the side, but probably sitting back showing the other perps exactly how to do it. Like, look, the schools are so overwhelmed at the high schools, they don't know what the girls are doing. I was thinking about what grades I might be better, like, with working with one day, and that's it. Because the teens, you do have to be paying attention. They're not just going to flat out come out and tell you what they're doing. Okay? They're not mature enough to know why it's wrong all the time. You know what I mean? Oh, that's my friend. He's an older guy. He can come check me out of school. No, I'm sure they're young. That's why I want to speak on it too much. I want to respect the family that's actually going through it, but let the family also know too. Other of us seen this story and we think it's crazy. It be kids like that, probably their parent ain't got a car. You know what I'm saying? Their parent ain't got a car, or they get around how they can get around. That's crazy. Like, he just came and checked her out of school like that. So anyway, still, it's just much love, though, to the surviving victims of the young lady who, because that's what's sad. I wanted to speak on it. Like, a lot of people be feeling it, whether they speak on it or not. People done told me personally. They feel left out or unloved, or, because on your birthday, that's a whole time to think about your life. Most people do. You turning a whole year older. And it just seemed like more people going through that, like feeling all alone on their birthdays. But I'm going to tell y'all something. I just want to tell my testimony, because I felt that too. But it's been about 7 years now since I looked. Let me see. Because I remember one birthday, I bought my own self 2 cakes. I could care less who called and said happy birthday, or I bought me 2 cakes. I just love myself that much. Like, happy birthday, self. It was funny that she was 22, though. It's crazy. Because, like, I bought myself 2 cakes. And I never thought nothing about it or anything. It's just like, I did see then, though, like, wow, like, is that intentional? Do people do that? Because, birthdays actually used to be special, even if you didn't get a gift or something, The times that we grew up in, everybody calling you on that day. You get out of school, everybody calling, talking about happy birthday. They was even calling from out of state. They'll call from out of state, family from everywhere. You know how social media is now, though. I think that's a part of it. Like, Even on Earth, somebody share a birthday cake and some balloons and they feel like they didn't get enough likes or hearts or something, a person can easily fall into depression over that. It's crazy. Maybe this is a wake up call too. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Check on your people. Let it not just be what we've been conditioned to do. You know, a birthday is a whole excuse to check on somebody or send them some wishes, positive wishes and love. You know what I mean? And it's like she made a whole point with it. Like, look, I can even do a video and say happy birthday to me. You don't know what a person feeling. But yeah, hearing whole grown ups say, oh, nobody called me on my birthday. First of all, just be like, did people know when your birthday was? Or it's like if you don't announce it today and you don't have real people in your life that know when your birthday is, really? People don't care. They're too consumed with their own lives. Like, really? That's crazy. I never thought I'd see the day like birthdays really are not as how can I describe it? They're not as like reverenced anymore. Let me help you turn that off. Here, you have to push the stop. Here. There you go. But yeah, y'all, like, what are your opinions? I don't know. Especially for young people, I'm already yourself, like, through it all. Not just because of what our world is turning into, but, like, come on, bro. Like, young people, every young person finds their birthday very special. I just wanted to give a reverence commentary reaction to that update and give my thoughts like it is. It's people be out here feeling whole lonely on their birthdays. Anytime you could commit suicide, you know what I'm saying? It's not a happy thing for people, but on a person's birthday, they was really tired. Like, and I believe she is with God and his angels. You know, maybe you can't judge people about why they did something. Like, he know what her internal struggles were. He know where she was probably lacking support. And it looked like she was maybe one of those older siblings, if not a oldest, a older one. And that's something I've been noticing with older siblings for a long time, like how they can so easily be quote unquote forgotten about. Like when it's multiple children, or at least the world has conditioned us to feel that way, they can so easily turn into the one that's just relied on, or the one that's expected to be the maturest and the most, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a call again for people to check on those older ones, the older ones and the oldest. It's just like if they act out, if that ain't a whole red flag, red sign, something, it's like they trying to weaken every defense that once made families families. The oldest kids, in my opinion, are just as special as the younger ones. The younger ones might need more attention, but the older ones, according to the news, they do too. They already see predators. They know family dynamics. They know it like the back of their hands. And they'll sit there and study it too. Like, who the oldest, who the middle, who the youngsters. Y'all watch the type of questions from strangers too. I thought there was a question people asked, you know, to be nice. And now I'm watching it more. Even if you tell them, they be like, oh, I thought that one was the oldest. Or I thought, you know, what doesn't really matter though? If they not your kids and you're not offering that person no type of support, what does it matter to you? Just, that's my special prayer, that God continue to cover the youth and those that come from family units where they are the oldest, or were they the oldest, or they're one of the older siblings, because she left all of hers a whole like letter. And like, what kind of state do y'all feel like they put them in? I feel like they're gonna be very strong people. They're already seeing something about life just to see one of their siblings. I don't know what new trick that is of the devil. Like, oh, I'm just exhaust and tire out all the older siblings of the world. That's crazy. Older siblings have a whole different level type of love for their families. They were with the parents before all the other kids. My device, I don't have much battery, y'all. I told y'all I wasn't gonna be here long, but that's my segment on tonight. Just giving a word of encouragement is to all those that might be older siblings of the world. It's just like crazy what they go through. because they're expected to hold so much weight too if you're not careful. And you have to check on them and consider their feelings too. Thank you guys for tuning in to another live segment with You Will Make It TV, where we share inspirational quotes, divine messages, and insightful topics weekly. Happy Labor Day again to you all out there. Remember to give this video a like, share, and subscribe if there was anything mentioned on here, that you might agree with or you might have got some insightfulness out of. And we appreciate your support.